Narcissists force you to do this, so they can satisfy their desires. What makes narcissists want you to do impossible things for them? That's what this video is all about. The narcissist can't be happy with anyone, not even themselves. They often act and look like they're in charge and better than other people. Some narcissists will play the weak or victim card, though, if it helps them get what they want. Some narcissists believe that if they act like they're hurt, others will feel sorry for them and help them get what they want. Narcissists like to act like they need to be saved to show that they are weak. This could be because of a bad relationship or a rough past, or they could be looking for someone to love who won't hurt them. Anyone who falls for their tricks, though, will be making a big mistake, because they will make us take on a duty that we can barely handle. You will be added to the list of people who have let them down if you can't do the impossible job. We're going to talk about how narcissists expect too much from other people today. Nasty people are driven by their need for other people to like them. This is because the inside is dark and empty. They don't care about who they are or who they talk to. Their hearts are empty of joy, peace, and happiness. Narcissists look for happiness in other people and things because they know they can't be happy on their own. This is why narcissists do everything they can to get other people to like them. They care a lot about connections, even if they weren't real. They should definitely try to get as many people as they can. Love and care for them. Since they need people who are ready to be mistreated, it's up to them to make an impact on those they hurt. What can they do if they can't hurt someone? No way out. Narcissists don't like being held responsible for their actions or mistakes. They feel too bad about it to even say a word about it. They'd rather shame and blame someone else, and they don't even feel bad about it. They say that everything bad that happens to them is because of other people. That was not the end of the story. Narcissists would try to blame their partners, kids, and friends for keeping them safe. It's okay as long as you don't question or challenge them. That way, they can be happy. They want you to give them everything they ask for and not stop them. Believe them when they say something and do what they say, because they want you to be happy. You can't make them happy, so they're not happy with their lives. You're to blame. It's hard to believe, but please trust me, it's true. They want you to take on all of their problems and mistakes, as well as their happiness. There are times when a narcissist has high expectations of you in any situation, whether it's family, love, or work. If you don't do what a narcissist wants you to do, they will get angry very quickly. They do all of this because they're unhappy inside, so they have to look for happiness elsewhere to fill the void inside. They wouldn't understand why we reject or say no to them, which is the exact opposite of what they want, or why we criticize them, point out their lies, or choose to set healthy limits. They would be mad at us for being brave enough to question their power. They are mad at us for not doing what they want. They'd think we don't care about them and are out to get them or hurt them if we talk to them about it. We no longer want to be their slaves and put up with their abuse, but it won't be easy to get away from them. We would be glad if the narcissist just liked us as people. They wouldn't attack us so quickly just because we asked them a question. Then they'll understand that we're not in charge of their life or supposed to make them feel better. People who are narcissists will even say they need our love or support to show how weak they are. They do this to keep us where they are. They'd even hurt themselves on purpose to make it real. It doesn't matter to them if they have to drag us down to keep us with them. Isn't it sad? Let's not do that anymore, shall we? At the same time, I want to stress that our own hurts and lack of self-love could make us easy targets for a narcissist who wants to save us and give us the love we've been living without. The narcissist wants us to believe that they are only here to make us happy, comfort us, or help us reach our goals. Don't forget that we can't start a healthy relationship if we want someone to make up for the hurts and flaws in the past. That's not what a relationship is for. Don't fall for a narcissist's love-bombing trick. Instead, love yourself and be happy with who you are before you start dating. Putting it all together, narcissists don't make us happy. We can find happiness within ourselves. Nasty people rely on other people to make them happy, which isn't fair, but that's what they do. Don't let a narcissist make you feel like their happiness depends on yours. I hope this video taught you something. If you have ever dealt with a narcissist, please use the place below to share your thoughts and experiences. If you want to see more videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon below the movie. Thanks for taking the time and being interested. Welcome to today's riveting exploration into the complex world of narcissists and their sexual dynamics. Like everyone else, narcissists harbor primal urges for sexual fulfillment. Yet, delving into intimate connections with a narcissist poses inherent risks and hurdles. The allure of such encounters can be intoxicating, but beware, it's a slippery slope. This presentation uncovers the myriad ways narcissists may manipulate others in intimate settings, making it essential viewing. Stick around until the end for a revelation that promises to broaden your perspective. First up, let's talk about love bombing, a signature move of narcissists. Narcissists are masters at crafting an enchanting facade to lure in their targets. They recognize that people are often drawn to charisma and allure. In the early stages of a relationship, they emit an aura of entitlement, believing they're entitled to their partner's adoration. Their strategy: showering their target with excessive kindness and presenting themselves as paragons of virtue. Through this charm offensive, they seek to dazzle, entrap, and ultimately manipulate their target. Their endgame: using sex as a tool to express gratitude for the favors and affection received. Moving on to point number 2, narcissists cultivate dependence in their partners. Much like the intricate steps of a tango, a sexual relationship where one feels desired and cherished is undeniably enticing. This dynamic serves as a boost to self-esteem and confidence. Narcissists excel at convincing their partners that they are indispensable, subtly implying that their very existence hinges on their partner's presence. Consequently, in the embrace of a narcissist, one becomes conditioned to endure mistreatment, leading to the development of codependency. Narcissists exploit this reliance to maintain control and dominance. Let's delve into the world of those who prioritize others' needs over their own. Narcissists are naturally drawn to such individuals, as they see them as easy targets. Seizing the opportunity, narcissists manipulate these people into dependency, leading them to believe they found someone who will finally prioritize their needs. For the codependent individual, this newfound trust instills a sense of self-worth they longed for. Now, on to our third point, narcissists' unwavering sense of entitlement. Narcissists embody entitlement at its core. They genuinely believe they deserve everything they desire, whether earned or not. This extends to their sexual relationships, where they feel entitled to engage with anyone they choose, disregarding boundaries or others' intentions. Narcissists exude pride and self-importance, always putting their happiness above all else. To them, the world exists solely to ensure their contentment. Let's explore number 4, where narcissists resort to threats and intimidation to maintain control. Narcissists firmly believe their desires are the only truth, dismissing others' autonomy and perspectives. They struggle to accept no as an answer and fiercely combat opposition by erecting emotional barriers and employing any means necessary to win. Resorting to blackmail or instilling fear is not uncommon for them to achieve their objectives. Unfortunately, instances of both men and women using threats of sexual violence against others are prevalent. In their quest to coerce someone into sexual acts, narcissists may resort to tarnishing their victim's reputation. When faced with resistance to their sexual desires, they may stoop to sharing explicit material publicly to humiliate and manipulate their victim. Now on to number 5, coercion and forceful actions. Narcissists often adopt a by any means necessary mindset to satisfy their desires, disregarding the importance of enthusiastic consent. They believe you must comply with their demands, leaving no room for choice. Regardless of your consent, be it a yes or a no, narcissists may engage in sexual acts without permission or against explicit wishes. If they desire sexual contact with you, they may resort to threats, deception, or even violence to fulfill their selfish desires. Let's delve into number 6, where we explore the absence of genuine connection. Narcissists operate without constraints, prioritizing their social circle above all else. While intimate encounters hold deep emotional significance for many, they bear no genuine romantic or emotional value to narcissists. For them, sexuality lacks true emotional depth, and having a satisfying sexual experience outweighs forming genuine connections. While you may perceive the encounter as strengthening the relationship, the narcissist views it solely as a casual fling. They avoid taking responsibility for their actions or the outcome, much like someone discarding a partner once they gained attention. Similarly, a narcissist may detach emotionally after fulfilling their sexual desires, akin to a woman terminating a pregnancy without emotional attachment. Now on to number 7, dishonesty and infidelity. Narcissistic personality disorder presents challenges in maintaining long-term relationships, leading narcissists to engage in extramarital or non-committed sexual encounters. They prioritize their own desires over marital commitments, finding self-gratification and validation in these encounters regardless of the consequences. Excited by such liaisons, they exhibit no remorse if caught, often deflecting blame onto others, including former partners or unnamed third parties. Let's explore how this behavior becomes a channel for satisfying their sexual desires. From the narcissistic viewpoint, individuals are seen as flawed and easily replaceable. Sexual narcissists perceive others merely as objects to fulfill their own sexual cravings. Once someone no longer serves their purpose as a servant or a plaything, they're swiftly discarded. Remaining entangled with a narcissist demands sacrificing independence, personal boundaries, and even one's own sexuality, always being available and open to their whims. Now on to number 8, narcissistic self-centeredness in pursuit of pleasure. Narcissists prioritize their pleasure, whether it's sexual satisfaction or feeding their ego. They hold a grandiose self-image, both inside and outside the bedroom, viewing themselves as superior beings. While they may derive pleasure from their sexual partners, genuine connection or intimacy isn't on their agenda. Their self-centeredness translates into a lack of empathy, focusing on quantity rather than quality. Their own desires and interests always take precedence over their partners. Entangling with a narcissist heightens the risk of encountering sexually risky behavior or even sexual abuse. Number 9. Exploitation and subsequent dismissal. To a narcissist, you're simply a tool to achieve their ends. Even if they initially treated you like royalty, their attitude may eventually turn contemptuous. Following the familiar script, they'll manipulate and drain you until you're emotionally and physically depleted. Once they've extracted what they wanted from you, you're quickly forgotten as they seek out fresh conquests. They anticipate you'll perpetuate this cycle of behavior toward them. After satisfying their sexual cravings, narcissists are prone to exploiting you once more, only to discard you yet again. Here's another intriguing tidbit to consider. Number 10. The narcissist's photo exhibitionism. Narcissists crave the spotlight and will do anything to bask in its glow. They flood their social media with images, showcasing either their perceived strengths or projecting a negative facade, all to capture everyone's attention. Their bloated ego leads them to belittle other men, often boasting about their physical attractiveness to their partners, assuming it's enough to win compliance. Beware, for stepping into their orbit risks injury. Without warning, they may bombard you with photos, posing next to flashy cars or plastering them online, showcasing their self-absorption to the extreme. When faced with such antics, the wisest move is to disengage completely. Never look back. Those with narcissistic traits care little for others' well-being, extending this disregard into their sexual exploits. It's vital to note that individuals with various psychopathic inclinations share a similar propensity for sexual misconduct. Their danger extends far beyond the bedroom, infiltrating the streets. Thank you for accompanying us on this illuminating journey through narcissism's impact on relationships. We've explored a spectrum of behaviors, from their cunning strategies to their self-centered tendencies. Remember, recognizing and safeguarding yourself from the toxicity of narcissists is paramount. If you found this discourse enlightening and thought-provoking, consider subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay abreast of our latest uploads. Your support and feedback are deeply appreciated. Until next time, take care of yourself and those in your orbit. Wishing you a splendid day, and we eagerly anticipate our next encounter. Farewell. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. If you've ever found yourself ensnared in the turbulent vortex of a narcissistic relationship, you're intimately familiar with the devastation it can leave in its wake. Amidst the tumult, one burning question often persists. Does the narcissist even possess the capacity to care? It's a query that reverberates across social media platforms and occupies the thoughts of countless individuals who've endured the emotional roller coaster of loving a narcissist. As you grapple with the shattered fragments of your heart, a haunting uncertainty emerges. Do they harbor any semblance of empathy? In today's exploration, we're delving deep into the enigmatic psyche of the narcissist to unravel the truth. Do they truly undergo emotional upheaval when the relationship concludes, or do they remain utterly indifferent to your anguish? Join us as we navigate the labyrinthine complexities of narcissistic behavior in an endeavor to illuminate this age-old quandary. For while your empathy may run deep, comprehending the narcissist's mindset can offer invaluable insights into their seemingly unfeeling demeanor. If you find this topic intriguing, don't hesitate to demonstrate your support by tapping that like button below and sharing your reflections in the comments section. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for a plethora of enlightening discussions on navigating toxic relationships. Let's embark on a journey to unravel the enigmas of the narcissistic heart. Let's dive in. First and foremost, I want to validate your emotions. You genuinely cared for them. You loved them. Some people try to downplay this, saying things like, "It was all a sham," or "I was fooled." While there may be a kernel of truth in that, it's crucial to acknowledge that you truly had feelings for this person, which only adds to the difficulty. It hurts because you miss them, you yearn to have them back, and you're accustomed to their presence every day. It's incredibly disorienting when the person you poured your heart into simply walks away without a backward glance. Why don't they care? They claimed they did, right? They professed their love. vowed never to leave you hanging. But then they did. They talk a good game but fail to follow through. It's like their words and actions are engaged in a tug-of-war, leaving you feeling bewildered and wounded. Our minds naturally seek the least painful explanation. It's easier to believe those three little words, "I love you," than to confront the harsh reality that their deeds don't align. This discordance can mess with your head and foster a deep emotional attachment that feels almost addictive. The roller coaster of emotions, the mixed signals, the moments of affection followed by coldness, all contribute to this bond that's hard to break. You might find yourself wondering, do they even care now that I'm gone? After all, you care deeply for them, so why wouldn't they reciprocate those feelings? Indeed, narcissists do care, but not in the way you might anticipate. When you make the decision to leave, there are three primary concerns on their mind. Firstly, they are preoccupied with their public image. They're contemplating how your departure will reflect on them in the eyes of the world. When my wife temporarily left, my initial thought was, how will this affect my reputation? I was busy crafting a narrative to avoid being seen as the villain. I felt compelled to maintain the facade of being the perfect partner because that's how I perceive myself. Hence, I ponder, what will others think? How will this impact me? Leading up to your departure, they may even go to great lengths to make your life miserable, hoping you'll be the one to walk away, not them. It's all about preserving their image and evading accountability for their actions. Essentially, they're trying to say, I'm not the one at fault here. This tactic is commonly employed by narcissists who are keen on upholding their positive image, despite their contradictory behavior. Their primary focus when you depart is on preserving their own reputation, rather than considering your feelings. That's why they may attempt to draw you back in with hoovering tactics. They prefer to maintain the facade rather than confront the reality of their actions and how they hurt you. The strategy of hoovering, commonly employed by narcissists, serves a couple of underhanded purposes. Firstly, by enticing you back into the relationship, they can portray themselves as virtuous individuals to others. They'll claim, look, I made an effort. We reconciled. Doesn't that reflect well on me? This allows them to perpetuate the illusion of being virtuous and devoted, fitting into their distorted narrative. Another tactic they employ to uphold this facade is tarnishing your reputation through a smear campaign. They need to appear superior to you, so they spread falsehoods to boost their own image. They'll shift blame onto you, portraying you as the villain just to elevate themselves. In certain cases, they may even discard someone else entirely simply to maintain their image. They'll accuse you of infidelity or label you as abusive, anything to tarnish your reputation and present themselves as blameless. Ultimately, a narcissist's primary concern when a relationship ends revolves around their public image. They obsess over appearances, how they'll be perceived, and how they can manipulate situations to appear superior. Their sole focus is on emerging victorious, regardless of who suffers as a result. It's all about them, disregarding your feelings and the truth. This self-centeredness is a hallmark trait of narcissism, and comprehending it can shed light on their behavior when you're no longer in their life. As I've mentioned earlier, a narcissist's primary concern when you depart is their image, but what comes next? Money. And what's the third thing? That's control. Control is akin to treasure for a narcissist. They dread the thought of losing it. When you decide to leave, it's akin to a blow to their core, because they're accustomed to dictating the terms. Losing control over you is their ultimate nightmare, because their entire identity is founded on maintaining control. They're constantly pondering, how do I regain their submission? How do I re-establish control? It's like a perpetual loop in their mind, because the notion of relinquishing control is intolerable to them. This fear propels them to resort to hoovering when you depart, a desperate bid to reclaim the control they forfeited. Hoovering entails their efforts to reel you back in post-breakup to maintain their grip on you. They'll resort to any means to retain that control, even if it entails portraying you as the one who ended the relationship, not the other way around. It's all part of their scheme to maintain control, even after the relationship has ended. So, let's dissect it. Concerning narcissists, there are three predominant elements they prioritize: image, money, and control. These serve as the bedrock of their existence, and they'll employ any means necessary to safeguard them. When you're endeavoring to sever ties with a narcissist, comprehending these three aspects is imperative. Understanding their dread of losing control, their fixation on appearances, and their apprehensions regarding finances can significantly aid you in navigating the intricate process of parting ways with them. Moreover, these elements, image, money, and control, can be particularly significant in legal matters such as divorces or custody battles, or in deciphering their post-departure behavior. Now, one thing that's abundantly clear about narcissists, particularly when a relationship is reaching its end, is their apparent indifference to everything else. They display no genuine concern for you, and their actions, or lack thereof, speak volumes. They certainly don't win any awards for being exemplary parents either. They might neglect their responsibilities or pass them off to someone else. Even the pets may not receive the affection and attention they deserve, and if they're causing you pain or disrupting other aspects of the relationship, they couldn't care less. Keeping this in mind can be a real lifesaver when you find yourself questioning their intentions or doubting your sanity. You might find yourself wondering, didn't they care? They claimed they did. But that's just your mind playing tricks on you. What truly matters is their behavior. How consistently do they demonstrate love, respect, and concern? How do they behave toward you and the children? Because ultimately their genuine concerns revolve around their image, finances, and control, especially once you're no longer in the picture. And finally, the most crucial thing to keep in mind, you're not going crazy. The emotions you're experiencing, the confusion and turmoil, it's all perfectly normal. Many people have walked the same path you're on and emerged stronger on the other side. Don't hesitate to seek help or connect with others who've been in your shoes. Dealing with a breakup involving a narcissist can be challenging, but by understanding their key concerns, image, money, and control, you can decode their actions and chart a path forward. Just remember, you're not alone, and with time and support, you'll overcome this. In conclusion, delving into the mind of a narcissist post-breakup can be complex and intimidating. But fear not, armed with the right knowledge and support, you can navigate this journey confidently. If you found value in today's discussion, take a moment to express your appreciation by hitting the like button and sharing your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Remember, sharing this video with others who might benefit can truly make a difference. And if you're eager for more insightful content like this, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your engagement fuels our mission to provide valuable insights. As a token of our gratitude, don't forget to check out the link in the description for a free book and the chance for a one-on-one consultation. Thank you for being part of our community and for your unwavering support. That's all for now.